Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for room. It's Vega. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's McCoy. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Humphreys. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. He'll start the return in. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer. And that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Second down coming up. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it, but the defense clearly not fooled, got in the backfield, got the tackle for him.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's going to pass. He's right on target.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes a man miss. The Canes get it past the sticks.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Dumps it off in the flats. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Give to the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Scanning the field, it's McCoy. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Lining up for the PAT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 1st down and 10. 3:25. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McGee. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now on 2nd down. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. We get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play,
Stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got his man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. On the move, he fires. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Going to try to get it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Let's go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Quick step and go. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline, because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And the Canes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Running for it on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the ground, it's Vega. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about...
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Syracuse. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Line gets set, first down. The give on the inside. Dances away again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to power their way ahead. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Vega. They stripped it out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Canes have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, give on the inside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense.
29 Philly, 2-9
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. It's a draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Syracuse right back at it. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Orange. He'll try to tack on one more. Can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Handoff from the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Ripping through the defense. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. They'll try the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.